Is he doing national anthem?
Welcome to beautiful Merrill Blackburn Field at Josh Brown Stadium. Please rise for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And we're here and getting ready to go. This is the final Grace game of the Prep Classic. Look at the starting lineup for the Lake Arthur Tigers. Aaron Beard will lead off and play right field. Rowan Trahan will play second base, bat second. Cam Bonan will bat third and play shortstop. And if I butcher names, I apologize ahead of time. Braden Thibodeau will be on the hill today for Lake Arthur. Carson Myers, the designated hitter. Zylan Daniels will play first. Kai Hornsby gets the start in left field and bats seventh. Jace Ryder will play third base. He wears number 4 and bats eighth. And Carter Gillett, I don't know. Carter is what we'll go with. Plays center field. Out behind the dish, being DH'd for Brantley Simon. On the hill today for the Warriors, it is Canyon Wright, and we'll look around as Logan not in the lineup tonight, so there'll be a couple of adjustments on here. We'll get them. Adelise is out. Batting order for the Trojans, though, for the Warriors, though. Got to remember where I'm at today. There's a lot of between the Eagles and Trojans and Warriors. Oh, my. Leading off in this one will be Talon Epnet for the Warriors. Maddox Adelise will bat second and play shortstop. Canyon Wright will be on the hill. Brady McDaniel over at first base, who is sitting on first base now. As a matter of fact, there you go. He's up and about. Who pitched yesterday, we saw in game one, will be back at first base. Cooper Courtwright at second base and will bat fifth. Braden Wells behind the dish will bat sixth. And it looks like from there, I didn't have the roster, so it's only numbers. 32 is going to be Fields. 12 is Easton Marlar. And 11 is Drew Horn. And that's 7, 8, and 9 in your Warriors lineup. Boy, the spotlight's on you and you throw down to second base and you bobble it a little bit. But I have a couple of angles for you out here that we'll let you look at. We'll be there a lot with this one. If it gets over to the left side of the infield, it's here, and just kind of an overall look at it right there. But right now you see Aaron Beard stand in ready to go. I am Doug Gann alongside of Brett Stallsby. Canyon Wright set to deliver on this one. Time is called, and they'll clean off the plate. Actually, kind of squeegee it is what is necessary for that one. And now we're up and ready to go. First pitch not quite upon us yet. We'll give you that momentarily. Looks like we're starting right on time. First pitch from Canyon Wright will come in at 1:30 on the button. That one misses outside, but we're underway. Not a bad day. Rain starting to, I guess, drizzle out there. Good looking pitch, outer half for strike one. Peabody and New Iberia played prior to this. There was a little bit of a delay in it, as that was a run rule game, that one outside. Warriors win 10-0 and 13-0 yesterday in their two games, moved to 4-0 on the season, 5-0 on the season with that, looking to go to 6-0. That one misses outside, so good. A little bit of a delayed call on there. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but 2 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter for the Tigers. Tigers in their blue tops and white pants. That one grounds back over them over the head. Adelise is going to have a shot at it over to first, not in time, and safe at first for a leadoff single for Beard. One thing, this game last year, if I recall correctly, was a pretty good one with Lake Arthur and Grace. Got Menard and Ash going on. Ash looking to win the first 2 games in that subdivision series. But here we have Rowan Trahan. Squares around a bunt, pushes that one, and it's going to just roll foul. You better pick it up over there. We saw one in that earlier game that didn't roll foul. That wet grass that was out there held it up, but that one just had a lot of English on it. And it's 0-1. You could see the approach by Lake Arthur early as they're wanting to generate a run or two if they can, play some small ball early on. Canyon looks back over to Beard at first base. Just trying to play at his own pace there. That one misses inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just underway here at Merrill Blackburn Field, Josh Brown Stadium. Beard, the runner at first. That is Trahan that is at the plate. He squares to bunt again. Canyon's going to field that out in front. The only play to go is to take the sacrifice and get over to first base, and you see Beard there established at second base. That'll bring Cam Bonin to the plate. I won't even try if it is some other pronunciation, so you folks at Lake Arthur, just before you start sending comments, yes, I know that I'm probably butchering it, but going to be a good day here at the ballpark. We're having a lot of fun on this Saturday afternoon. Canyon delivers that one up and away. Runner at second with 1 out. That's Beard. He reached on that infield single and then was sacrificed over by Trahan. Thibodeau waits. Thibodeau is the pitcher and represents the 4-hole hitter. He's on deck over there. We'll get a good look at him. Canyon sits back, delivers this one, or comes set and delivers. That one misses outside. And 2-0, and Canyon looking back in the dugout, and you see that only when a pitcher's pitching and something's just not right. If he's rolling and he's in his zone, he'll reach back and just and let it go without looking over into the dugout. Looks back behind him now, and Beard creeps back a step or two. That one misses low, and 3 balls and no strikes. Get a look at Beard there at second base. Canyon now rocks back and fires that one in there for strike 1. If he can establish that portion of the plate, he ought to be okay. But I don't believe that Cam was doing anything. He is the Lake Arthur shortstop on the afternoon. A couple of games remain today, I think, in this one. A lot of things got moved around as that is a base on balls to the Tigers shortstop and Braden Thibodeau, who will be Canyon's counterpart on the hill today. Not sure. 2 games left or just 1 after this one, Mike? one game. That 3:30 game is the remaining game here. Saw them bunt, had a base hit and a walk now, and trouble brewing here in the top of the first. That one inside. That one inside to Thibodeau. Thibodeau, an opportunity to help himself out here. Time is called, and quickly Coach Josh Brown is going to go out and visit on the mound. Take this opportunity to remind you that the Warriors are back in town Monday and Tuesday of this week. They'll play both days. And, a lot happening over the next week, and you can come out and find out all about it. We will be at Buffalo Wild Wings with the Warrior Roundup tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Had a tremendous crowd out there this past Friday. Still trying to get candidates for the Blazing Wings Challenge, and I haven't had that yet. I've got to work on that some. Maybe Brett's in. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll set that up with him for sure. Ball one now, runners at first and second. We'll see if Coach Brown had some good insight for Canyon here. Canyon comes set out of the stretch, looks back at Beard at second, now sets and delivers this one. Outer half for the strike. Now it's not on a delay. That's not a delay in the signal. That just is a little bit of a delayed call. You look in at Thibodeau, who's facing Canyon. Right, those first curveball that we've seen, and that's over there for the strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. If he can get the curveball working and mix up with that fastball, I think he'll have some success. He's thrown a number of the fastballs just to try to establish. Of course, the second batter didn't have a chance to, really. He was bunting up and away. Right, set to deliver the 1-2. Looks back at Beard at second base. There's that curveball again that's lifted foul and out of play. And we'll redo the 1-2. So for some general housekeeping, there are a couple of games following this one. This one sitting right in the middle of 5 games out here. That got juggled around after the rain and cold from Thursday. Had ice on the infield. Good looking pitch on the outside that didn't quite find a home. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, it had a lot of late movement on that when that pitch did, and Canyon had a little grin, thought he might have had that one. Not holding the runner on at first, seconds flashing out. And that's a good fastball down on strikes there. Carson Myers will come in. And they've got number 16 in there. Maybe that is Myers, but maybe it's a typo on there, but that still affects the roster a little bit. Needless to say, got to believe that is Myers, the designated hitter. Fired that one straight back to where we are. Almost got our press box cam, but I think we're safe. Now you get a look at Beard is the runner at second base. Bonin is over at first. Myers stands in from the right side, trying to deliver for Lake Arthur here in the top of the first. Right, that nasty curveball is in there for the strike. And, boy, that's one of those that it buckled my knees up here because I thought that Myers was about to get hit with it. And he did too, 0-2. And now you can throw just about anything you want to. A good fastball in the inner half probably gets him here. Right comes set, looks back at Beard at second base. Good off-speed stuff, outer half and down on strikes. Canyon Wright doing work here in the bottom or the top of the first. Gets a couple of strikeouts back-to-back to end things. We'll come back. Due up for the Warriors is Epnet, Adelise, and Canyon Wright when we come back.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
And we're back to Grace Christian's ballpark. It is Merrill Blackburn Field at Josh Brown Stadium. Leadoff single, sacrifice bunt, got Beard over to second base, so a base on balls, and then back-to-back strikeouts for Canyon Wright got them out of trouble in the top of the first. And now it is Talon. And we had that discussion in there. Logan Markle not in the lineup today. So what would he do at the top spot? Thought maybe move Adelise up to the top spot, but I think he's been more comfortable down there in the number 2 hole, and that'll bring Talon, who has certainly proven solid there from what he's been doing this year. Talon Epnet will stand in there. So again, it just is interesting to me is because you got some Beastie Boys and you've got some Run DMC as the walk-up songs for these young guys, and man, I love it. That one there for strike one. One thing about Talon is that he will work the lineup, and you will see a lot of pitches. That one inside. Well, you get the sights and sounds of it pretty good with that new microphone that we've got out there. That one up and in, 2 balls and a strike. The really solid leadoff hitter, because what you want to do is go up there and see 2 or 3 of your opposing pitchers' pitches, not just for you, and then you probably lift one out into right field, and that doesn't hurt matters. It's caught on the line there out in right field. That is Aaron Beard that gets under there, and that is a fly out. Max Adelise will stand in, ready to go. Working quickly there. Adelise going first pitch, hunting. Thibodeau comes right at these batters, first 2 that we've seen. He has pounded the zone. And like some of those Warrior pitchers, Canyon tries to backhand that one. And quickly 0-2 to Adelise. But we saw Logan Markle work. We've seen a lot of these Warrior pitchers that like to work fast. Thibodeau does the same thing. He gets on the bump and goes ahead and smash over to third. Is corralled in. Third base play made by Jace Ryder, and it was a nice one. Canyon Wright will stand in there, and goodness, what a play that was. Quickly, Thibodeau back to work. Curveball to Canyon is in there for strike one, and that's the book on Wright, is that you can get ahead in the count with the curveball. Oh, he threw an off speed that time that Canyon fouled back. That was one of those he talked about, the top of the building. He was trying to put it there. Good start to this one, settling into what looks like it's going to be a good one.
When you put it in play, he's got to have his hand up, ready to go. I'll put it in play. Play!
Official just letting him know that It's got to be signal ready for play, and I guess I attribute that to like on a kickoff in football. Got to blow the whistle. You can't just go up and kick it when you want to. Thibodeau rocks back, delivers this one over to third base. It goes backhanded stab now across the diamond. Good throw, good play at first. 3 up, 3 down for the Warriors. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on after one complete. We're scoreless. Top of the second coming when we get back.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether auto, home, or life, talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
And we're back here, Merrill Blackburn Field, Josh Brown Stadium. Doug Gann alongside of Brett Stallsby. And a scoreless first inning that Warriors got in a little bit of trouble before Canyon settled down. Still struck out the second out and the third out. But 3 up, 3 down as a fly ball to right field by Epnet. And then a line shot from Adelise that was snagged by the third baseman. And then and Canyon done third to first on that one. We've got Zylan Daniels will stand in there. He is the first baseman for this Tiger team. Canyon rocks back and delivers the first pitch here in the second, and it's taken low ball 1. Over across the way, Menard puts a couple of runs on the board here to stave off elimination. It's 11-3, bottom 5 there. See if we can get an idea. There's a Tishner double that Scroggs scored on and Shelton scored on to keep that game alive there. Here, no score in the top of the second. Well, it's turned out to be a pretty good February afternoon. Wright rocks back, delivers this one. Swung on and missed, and 1 ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Appreciate my buddy, brother-in-law Brett here pushing the buttons and running the scoreboard for us and being a part of Grace Christian Baseball. Been a good day. We'll tell you about that here in a second. Check swing. Hey, can't turn around and look at that. Yeah, you're never going to get that call. And that was the comment that I made. He's never going to make that because he's on the wrong side of it, not looking at it to the left-handed batter. Had a men's breakfast out at the church this morning, and that was really cool. Ground ball over and foul down the right side over to the Lake Arthur dugout. And went over and visited with the Menard faithful as they were having their family breakfast outside the stadium, getting ready for those games today. So a lot of breakfast around here, and that one misses outside. And then we get over here, and our friends from Texas Roadhouse are on premises and doing a lot of sponsorship for things around the way. And we got to a good conversation with them, asking them about what they do. We'll tell you a little bit more about that after the full count offering from Canyon. That's misses low, and that's a leadoff walk here in the top of the second. That's the second base on balls. Kai Hornsby now will stand in, ready to go. So he said that some of the sponsorships and partnerships and things that they do involve their pulled pork sandwiches on Texas Roadhouse rolls, and not being the impolite. He brought us a couple of them, and so we had to sample them. Yeah, they were all of that. They were very good. So check our friends out at Texas Roadhouse. Big day of baseball. 5 games here from Josh Brown Stadium, Merrill Blackburn Field. Wonder if my buddy Mike's going to be on the music all day long for those. That one misses outside. Mike's going to, that'd be a no, he says. All righty then. 0-2 quickly to Hornsby. Canyon from the stretch looks back over to Daniels at first base and rocks back, delivers this one outer half. Kind of a waste pitch there, and a ball and 2 strikes. So you're seeing a tone that has been set here. The day, and it's just 2 o'clock, has revolved around food for most of the day. Goodness gracious. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right, checks the run at first, now delivers. Good looking one is fouled off. Boy, the addition of that microphone there has really been a game changer. Speaking of game changer, if you've been able to keep up with a lot of the schools that play, you can just download the Game Changer app. It's a little subscription. You don't get anything off of it. So if it's just something cool to keep up with all the local schools around here. Canyon rocks back, throws that nasty curveball down on strikes. When that curveball is working, that's unfair. I mean, it just, fastball, 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 sit down, curveball. Jace Ryder, the Tiger third baseman, who's just grabbed that line drive from Adelise. Misses away, snap throw down to first, not in time, bounces in front, didn't really have a chance at it, but it sent Daniels diving back in, who reached on the base on balls to open up this top of the second. Time is called there. And they're going to switch baseballs. So 2 breakfasts, a snack over here. Goodness gracious. So when I go home and I tell my wife I don't want to go to dinner, see how that's going to work out. Canyon delivers the fastball up and inside, ball 1 to ball 2, correction, 2 balls and a strike. Nope, 2-0 is what it is, Brett. So if you have it correct, know that there you go. See that on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. You also see there's no runs on that. Speaking of the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, swung on through that one. Send a shout out to our buddy Chuck, who is enjoying the day off, spending some time with his bride there. Mrs. Executive Producer. 2 balls and a strike from Canyon. Looking fastball, we think, here is what probably going to come, and it does. Keeping an eye on there, and that one, 31 now, misses. 3 balls and a strike to Ryder. Reminding him he's got to keep 1 foot in the box on here, and that helps to speed these games along. Misses up high, and that is, so I go back to the third batter of the game, Cam Bonin. There was a base on balls. Thibodeau strikes out. Myers strikes out. Daniels reaches on a base on ball. Hornsby strikes out, and Ryder now reaches on a base on balls. So it's been a rotation of strikeouts and walks by Canyon, and that bring Carter Gilliard up. He is a center fielder, and that's the 3rd different pronunciation of it. I apologize, young man. But he represents the 9 hole. Looks like he's squaring, and that's pushed back here to where we're at. Trying to get this lineup flipped over. Waiting on deck is Aaron Beard. He is the right fielder. Also has the game's only base hit. Well, the Warriors have sent 3 people to the plate And Lake Arthur looking to flip the lineup over here if they can. Still scoreless, though. Canyon's going to step off. Nobody's on covering. They've got Carter to pull, as I'm looking at Adelise, who's way swung over there next to Courtright. Defensive change for you. Courtright's over at third base and Easton Marlar at second. That one bounces out of the glove and strike two. Canyon, nothing in two. By the book, the way that we keep it, there should be a strikeout here if this thing goes according to the previous. And there you have it, strikeout looking. So I just, statistics, I'm playing Moneyball here. Scoring this thing is what we're doing. Well, that'll get us back to the top of the Lake Arthur Tiger lineup. And Aaron Beard, right fielder, got a base hit back in the first inning. Base hit here, likely will play one, although the Warriors outfielders play pretty shallow, trying to cut something off at home. You just got to be careful of that wet grass that's out there. Right delivers nasty to him for strike one. That curveball is just is a thing of beauty today in this one. Looks back, does Canyon. It's kind of a little slider because the movement on Canyon's breaking pitches is certainly something. It moves a lot. That's what's been so tough when he starts it out inside to a right-handed batter. A little bit of backup on that one, but still didn't find it. Daniels, the runner at second, Ryder over at first. Top of the order here, and Aaron Beard. Good lead there at second, and good looking breaking pitch. Foul ball. And 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Deuces wild across the top line of the scoreboard. I had to think curveball here. Back-to-back strikeouts would be what he did following his last walk. Canyon comes set, looks back. We'll see if he comes with the nasty. There's a delivery. He does, and it's same result, down on strikes. And there it is. Yeah, why not throw that one on there? Lake Arthur gets a couple of runners on via the base on balls, had 2 of them. But again, it's 2 strikeouts by Canyon, and he now had 5 strikeouts on the game here through 2 innings in this one. We'll be back for the bottom of the second. 2 up for the Warriors. It is McDaniel, Cooper, Courtright, and Braden Wells when we come back.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Back to Merrill Blackburn Field we go. Brady McDaniel will lead things off for the Warriors in the bottom of the second. A lot of activity for Lake Arthur, really nothing as the Warriors went 1-2-3 in the top of the first. That one lifted high, 1 pitch, and that one drops. Boy, you just, if you're if you're a coach, that drives you crazy when you let one drop. And he's letting them know about it here. Look, if you're going to go over that way, field the ball on there. That gives Brady new live at 0-1. That one bounced up there from Thibodeau. Brady got the win in that 5-inning 10-0 win yesterday. That one over the Raiders of Reeves. Misses outside there. And 2 balls and a strike. Thibodeau rocks back and delivers this one. Fastball up high. And 3 balls and 1 strike. McDaniel is certainly a very patient hitter. Thibodeau delivers the 3-1. That one taken. That one outside strike there and full count here. That one ground over to third base. Long throw to first and in time for the out. On what you thought should have been a base on balls on the pitch prior to that is a 5-3 ground out, and Cooper Courtright will stand in ready to go. Big shout out to his family, as always, that watches from all around the country. That one bounces inside for ball 1. Thibodeau has worked very quickly. And that's when your catcher, and that's you got to have a good relationship, and he has that with Brantley Simon. It's behind the dish. You got to get it back to those pitchers that want to work quick. That one, good-looking base hit for Coop, past the third baseman this time. They've been working over there and working over there. Finally get one in, and that's the Warriors' first base hit of the game. And that'll bring up the backstop for Grace Christian and Braden Wells. Braden was our inaugural player of the week for Grace Christian. Giving away the teams that we cover. Nate Oney from Alexandria. Austin Para for Menard Baseball. And Adeline for, I just don't recall her last name, dadgummit, but I will. That one bounces around, and that's going to that'll get Coop down into second base on a pass ball. And we'll be naming some more of those tomorrow when we're out at Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll be there from 5 to 8. Let's come out by there and catch a little Grace Christian talk at 5. We'll talk Menard baseball and softball. Menard girls out playing today. They're in the, what are they in? That warm-up over at Ward 9. There's a lot of softball action in town today. That one misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Courtright, the runner at second, and that one smashed down the line and foul. Wells, he just got ahead of it a little bit. Good look at Coop out there at second base. Looks like Thibodeau slows down a little bit when he's got a runner on base. Quickly delivers this one, and it gets around to the backstop, and catcher doesn't know where it is. And here comes Coop down to third base, getting a high five from Coach Brown. And good piece of base running there to read that and know the catcher didn't know where it was. And now Braden with a full count here. Pitch is high and out of the zone for strike 3. That's a K looking. Colton Thiels, and goodness. Thiels stands in, ready to go to work. Got a runner 90 feet away. That's Courtright. That one bounces down low for ball 1. Looks like the higher strike is going to be called today. Swung through that one, did Thiels. He evens it up at a ball and a strike. Boy, we're looking for some better weather next week. We're hoping for. It's been rough last week. Went inside. It's supposed to be in the 70s, I think, as light rain starts to fall out over Merrill Blackburn Field. That would smoke down the line, and that's going to stay fair. And Thiels has a base hit and an RBI. Rounds first, but will hustle back in, and that's a good piece of hitting by the youngster. Well, all of the work has been down to that left side. They're getting around on it pretty good, and Easton Marlar will stand in, ready to go. Saw him bat in that game yesterday. It was the first time we'd seen him hit. Quick throw back over to first, but not in time. Brett, pretty talented, looking at the radar and the Tigers game in there. What's an update on the Tigers?
Omaha is just taking the lead in the top of the 7th.
Omaha takes the lead over the Tigers. That one in there for. Looks like we're going to be having a little bit of rain set in for most of the day. Sit back, enjoy a little bit of baseball, and hope that we get out of here before the bulk of the heavy stuff comes in. And I don't think that's till late tonight and overnight, if anything. That throw back over to first, and that hits Thiels in the wallet, let's just say. Let's go with that as he's diving back in. Let you imagine where it got him. He's diving in head first, and the throw was coming from that direction, so there you have where it got him. That one bounces up. Marlar, a junior, playing second base. Nope, sophomore playing second base today. Thibodeau looks in, delivers that one. 2 balls and a strike. Horn will be on deck looking to hit should Marlar keep this inning alive, and you'd like to come out and put a couple extra runs on the board here. Marlar watches that one down low, and a good look at it. 31 now is the count. Big shout out to our friends at Premier RV Boat and RV and Boat Storage for the work that they do to help bring you Grace Christian baseball. Ball 4 is up high, and Marlar makes his way down to first, and that will push Thiels to second with Drew Horn coming to the plate. And going to send Lake Arthur's coach out there real quick, and when he runs out there like that, he's just hurrying to let you know that, hey, here's something we want to look at in your mechanics. Flush that base hit and that run and all there. You're doing good. Come on out and keep going. When it's the slow walk, letting you think about it, and generally going to make a move on here. But when you see the manager run out there, it's just to go out there and advise to say, hey, hang in there. Look, you got 2 outs. Let's get the 9-hole hitter. Let's get out of this and let your bats come back up and work. They will send, looks like Trahan, Bonin, and Thibodeau to the plate next go around. That one ground over to the right side. It's good it did hit the batter, though. That's hit the runner. Looked like to me that it hit Marlar going to second base as it got out to him and changed direction, but don't think it was called there, and so maybe it didn't happen. But as a baseball is going straight out and then adjusts, needless to say, bases are loaded for the Warrior leadoff hitter in this one, Talon Epnet. Baseball changes directions only for a couple of things. It was a lump indeed. Thibodeau delivers this one, misses out and away. Warriors would really like to have a timely bit of two-out hitting here. It's outer half for strike one. And that's one of those that Talon will stand in there on the next time it comes across and put that down the right field line. Does a good piece of opposite field hitting, does Epnet. Pulled off of that one. That might have been one of those that he should have kept that front foot in. Like he pulled back on it just a little bit. Bases are loaded. You get a good look at the runners at the second and third. One misses away. Go back to that look there. You've got Fields down to second, Marlar at first, and Horn there at first. Epnet pulls that one foul over the head of Adelise. All of this damage comes with a couple of outs on here as the rain starts to just ease its way down just a bit. Swung on and missed, and Thibodeau's able to wriggle out of that one, but the Warriors do pick up a run. However, they leave the bases loaded in the bottom of the second. After two complete, Warriors lead at 1-0. We'll be back top of the third when we come back.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. 446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
Back to work we go here, top of the third inning. That is Rowan Trahan. That will stand in there. Had a sacrifice bunt in his first at-bat. That's the one that moved Beard into scoring position. Left him there, though. Canyon did, striking out a couple, and that one's taken outside for ball one. Two balls, no strikes to Rowan. Tigers in trouble with Omaha. Omaha hits a 3-run home in the seventh. They've scored 5 runs in the seventh inning to go up 5-0 in that one, playing 2 today. I think with impending weather tomorrow, they've moved it back up today. Swung on through that one, did Trahan. And it's 2 balls and a strike. One smoked over to right field. Going to be a base hit picked up there. And that is the Tigers' second base hit. What did we lose, Brett? That's the one right here, isn't it? Then let's we'll look at it in between innings and see if maybe if the power's out in it. I don't know. Let's pull it up on this and take a look at it. It says it's reconnected, so we'll have to see. That one ground between Courtright and a diving Adelise, and that's back-to-back base hits. That's Bonin and Trahan now with base hits. Maybe the battery on this phone dying, that's the problem. That's about right. I don't think you can. Runners move up 90 feet and trying to get that other camera back online for you. Adelise with a good play out at shortstop, able to get the runner at first, but not before the RBI ties things up. Still working on getting things going. That was an RBI from Myers. That'll bring Zylan Daniels, who reached on a base on ball earlier. Runners at second and third. There you see those runners over at second and third. Good looking double play right there to end things. Stepping away, trying to fix our camera. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Grace Christian Baseball right here on 446 Sports.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Canyon lifts that one high, and it's going out to shortstop. Drifting out is going to camp out under it. That big double to lead things off with Maddox Adelies, and we're getting things up and going for you.
Warriors, number 19, Brady McDaniel.
Brady McDaniel, stride to the plate. He grounded out to third base last time, but everybody kind of rolled through. Warriors with a little something brewing, trying to answer that run back that Lake Arthur got in the top of the third with a couple of their own. We're close to getting that camera back on. And that should give us ground ball to third over there. We'll take a look and see if we're back. And lo and behold, we are. We've got to just adjust it just a little bit. We'll try to get over there and do that for you. There you go. And we're back here. Look, this rain, I'm telling you, when it forces us inside, because normally we're out there in our perch out in the outfield, and we've got some things set up there, but having to make do. And look, glad that we're inside today. Otherwise, we would have had to wrap it up and come in because the rain and the equipment does not equal success for us. We're back and plugged in and going. Full count to McDaniel. One down here in the Warrior half of the third. 1-1. Very cleanly, solidly played ball game. That one inside and ball 4 to McDaniel, and he will hustle down with a walk. Well, that ball you go back to that was hit by Adelise, you remember back in the first, that third baseman makes a heck of a grab on it to steal one from Adelise. Curveball misses inside. That one just between the G and the foul line, but will stay foul. Third base picks it up. Jace Ryder, he's been busy over at third base today. Has responded well, though. Curveball looked like it slipped more, left it up high, and 2 balls and a strike. Coop had the game's only run, scored a run for the Warriors, had a base hit back in the first as well. Lifts that one high. Infield fly has been called with runners at first and second and less than 2 outs, and the out is there.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 8, Brady Wells.
Fly to the shortstop on that out, and the second out is made. Braden Wells will stand up. He struck out looking on a pretty good curveball back in the second inning. Hear the home plate umpire saying the bottom of the strike zone. That was as low as it's going to get. That one chopped foul and beside the third baseman. Final over there in game 1 of the day, game 2 of the subdivision series. Alexandria 13, Menard 3. That one goes final. They'll wait about 30 minutes and get game 2 going. That one bounces up there. Runner at second and first. That's Adelise out at, or over at first. Had that base hitter at second. That one lifted down the line. Ball well hit from Wells, just out in front of it. And we've seen that Wells likes to jump on a pitch. He will get out early on one. That one is well lifted high. Center fielder comes under and makes the catch, and the Warriors are retired in the bottom of the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. The Warriors have left a number of base runners on early in this one. Through 3, we're tied at 1. Top of the 4th coming when we come back.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
There you see Firehouse Subs, our brand new sponsor and the official sandwich shop of 446 Sports. If you're out looking for that quick lunch, run by 2 locations, one in Alexandria and Pineville. Here locally, got one in Monroe and 3 down in the Acadiana area, one in Carencro, one on College Saloon in Lafayette, and one in New Iberia. And they are the proud sponsors of the Pelican Sports Report that will begin August 19th from Lafayette. We will preview and see things going on all around Lafayette area as it relates to football, and may do some baseball and soft down there next year as well. Canyon Wright stands in, ready to work here in the top of the 4th. Leadoff hitter's number 21. That is Kai Hornsby. He struck out in this one. That one stays up high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Just has not had complete control of it. Has 5 strikeouts on the day. But has been up and you know, he's still looking back over into the dugout, and we told you he was doing that back in the first inning, and that's a good indicator. When you throw a pitch and you look back into the dugout, you may not know that you're doing it, but you're giving that indication that, hey, something's not right. That one misses outside, and that's a leadoff walk to Hornsby. He's got a strikeout and a walk on the afternoon, and a long look into the dugout. Yeah, the sun's starting to poke out, so you got sun and clouds and cold and a little bit of rain. Well, they tell you your four seasons could happen throughout the day, and Coach Brown's going to come out here in just a minute. We'll see. And, boy, it's just not felt right out there today. He's going to go out there, and he's going to talk to Canyon a little bit, and Canyon's already resigned himself that he's done. He's going to go back and get his first base mitt, so that will do it. And Cooper Courtwright will stand in ready to get loose. And that is going to be a fostering community pitching change. And so we'll send it over to Brett Stallsby and tell us a little bit about what's going on at fostering community.
Hey guys, this is Brett with your Foster Community pitching change. We just wanted to bring it to your attention that on the 8th of March, they will be having a crawfish for a cause. We're going to fumble that every time, aren't we? Out at Huckleberry Brewery. We want to thank those folks for providing a location. That's what I'm trying to say. And it is $35 for 5 pounds of crawfish and 2 corn and 2 sausage. And then there's a party pack that is $65 for 10 pounds. And you'll need to pre-order it. Your pre-orders need to be done by the 28th of this month of February. So go to the Foster Community Facebook page, and the link will be right there, and you can get all your information. And while we're talking about that, also they have Pickleball Palooza going on at Ward 10 on the 22nd of March. And if you are a pickleball, I don't know what I was about to say, fan, that'd be fun to do and get your team together. And they will be having men's, women's, and mixed. And they're looking for a lot of teams to sign up. I was talking to Destiny Batula the other day, and she said that they were around 5 or 6 teams, and they need like 30. So don't wait. Please sign up. And, it's a great organization, and we're very proud here at 446 to support them. And they do a lot of great work for the community and the fostering parents around the area. And with that, I'll hand it back to Doug.
There you go, Brett. That is a fostering community pitching change here. That brings Cooper Courtwright to the hill to get things going in the top of the 4th. Base runner at first base is Kai Hornsby. Coop comes in there, pounds the strike zone to Jace Ryder with his first one. Ryder walked back in the second inning. Coop's done solid coming out of the, I guess, bullpen, if you will. Not starting, but coming in and doing work. He is one of the more solid, versatile players. We talked to Coach Brown a little bit earlier that Cooper's one of the backup catchers as well. And heck, there's an opportunity. I said we need to get him into one of those games where he plays all 9 positions in one game. 7-inning game makes it a little bit tougher. He's going to go take that mask off from around his neck now. One to one, we play top of the 4th. Courtright comes set, peers in and delivers this one. Swung on that one and missed. Fills the count up at 3 balls and 2 strikes to Ryder. Down on strikes goes Ryder. 1 batter, 1 strikeout for Coop. Tiger center fielder stride in now. Carter Gillett. Looking to bunt and pushes this one foul over near the Tiger dugout. Warriors will be done for the day following this one. But back in action on, Monday and Tuesday from here at Merrill Blackburn Field. Looking to square again and swinging through that one. Trying again, we told you they were bunting. Both teams were bunting back in the first inning of this one. Said, hey, look, this is going to be one of those that runs are going to be important. Yes, Doug, I know runs are always important. Swung through that one, and Coop finishes off back-to-back batters. That's Carter's second strikeout, this one swinging. This is back to the top of the Tiger order. Aaron Beard will stand in there. He led off things with a single. Struck out back in the 3rd, and now we'll hit here in the 4th. I guess that, yeah, 3, that's the 3rd. Runner off and going. Wells has a good shot at it. The throw is not in time. Throws the ball around now, and the runner certainly could have taken off and gone, but so the rain looks like it has ceased, so that's a good thing. We're battling the cold and the rain and the wind, and off and going to 3rd, hit and run there, and very aggressive work by the Tigers. Very aggressive, but again, trying to do whatever you can to manufacture something here, especially with 2 outs to the top of your lineup batting. Runner off and going again. That's in the gap, and that's going to score. Battleese is going to come home. We're going to have a play at the plate. The throw is off the line. Wells now, that one way off the line, and that gets Beard over to second base. But a single and an RBI. And coming around to score there, the Tigers take the 2-1 lead here in the top of the 4th. Rowan Trahan stands in, ready to go. Warriors will certainly have some work to do when they come up. They trail this one by a run. Need to keep it right here. That one pushed foul right between the wickets of the first base coach.
Thank you. Play.
1 ball and 1 strike there. Curveball misses inside, and that's going to have an opportunity down at third. And that one gets into the outfield, and an ill-advised throw is going to send Beard around to score, and that is the second Tiger run this inning. 3 in the last 2, and they take a 3-1 lead in this one as it brings up, well, no, Rowan Trahan stays there. See what we'll do to our camera there is adjust it down some. Yeah, Brett, if you just want to reach there and tilt it down some, that should, well, that may be too much. Nope, look, you're right on. Now we're back with it. Three to 1 here in the top of the 4th, back-to-back innings. It's an inning that chased Canyon out and sends Coop in, and just been a little bit of bad luck for the Warriors in this one, and that will bring Cam Bonin base on balls and a single here today. Snap throw back over to first. Started with Lake Arthur just getting very aggressive on the bases. They have certainly been in attack mode this inning. Coop throws a nice one in there. Sweeping, breaking ball. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Courtright delivers this one, misses outside. And you can tell he losing a little bit of his confidence that he came in with. He came in on fire there, and you got to just be careful and refocus. Keep that composure. Get out of this one if you can here and let those bats come up. Warriors, good job of scoring runs. It's in there for the strike. Fans wanted a balk call on there. Nothing doing. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. 2 runs across in the top of the 4th. Warriors will have some work to do. They've got to get out of the 4th here. Coop comes set and delivers this one. Swung on and missed and down on strikes, and that will do it for Lake Arthur in the top of the 4th, but the damage was done. They pick up 2 runs, leave a couple of base runners, 2 base hits. There we move to the bottom of the 4th. It is Lake Arthur 3, Grace Christian 1 when we come back.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether auto, home, or life, Talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Colt Thiels will stand in, ready to go to work, start things off. He represents 7, 8, 9 for the Warriors. They'll have to get things started here with the bottom of the order. That was smoked foul. Boy, Thiels has swung a good bat today. Not sure what that is on the side of the screen there, but it's one of those parts of the net, so we're happy to have that in there. We'll make some tweaking as we go along. Good looking curveball in there for strike. For the strike. You get a good look at that Warrior dugout. Thiels, Marler, and Horn due up for Grace Christian, trying to answer back. Foul, it hit him somewhere. Oh, in the box. Okay. I thought, goodness gracious. Oh, you can't be fun of the old ballpark. Foul, it hit him in the box, he says. That one ground out to shortstop. Over to first and safe as Thiels just hustling down, and good to see that young man fired up and showing that kind of emotion.
Now batting for Grace Christian, number 12, Easton Marler.
Easton Marler will stand there, and I'm still just beside myself on that. Gonna have a little discussion here. It looks like they're gonna point out somebody in the crowd is what I would expect, because they normally wouldn't come over if there was any sort of, hey, are you right? Hey, are you right? Calls him safe. He did go over there and check on it on his own, and I find that odd that he went over and checked on it. But it may be a case of those of, hey, I'm coming over here to make it look like I'm checking on you. He said, nah, don't worry about it. I got your back. Safe. But you don't often get an appeal out of the stands. Or Thibodeau has been all around it today. He's held the Warriors to 1 run through 3 innings. We move to the bottom of the 4th here. Runner at first is Thiels, who reached on a long infield single. Marler watches that one go for strike 1. Zero, 2, 3 the call, and Marler has to check and see what's going on as well. Marler's going to square around. Marler takes that one inside for ball 2. Two balls and a strike to Marler. Going to square around again, trying to get something going. Takes that one in there for strike 2. Thibodeau, as we said, has thrown himself a dandy one today. That one over to third base, bobbled around there, but third has it across the diamond. He goes to first in time for the out. A good looking play there as Marler hits the runner to second base, and it's as good as a sacrifice bunt. Drew Horn will stand in. Horn looks to continue his hot-hitting ways here at Merrill Blackburn Field. Very aggressive ball call. That one up and away too, and if you can find a way to get Horn on base, flip things over to the top of that Warrior order, and you got a good opportunity to get some bats on it with less than 2 outs. That one right down Main Street for the strike. What is it? LSU trying to come back in the bottom of the ninth, down 5-2. 2 on, nobody out in that one. Tigers trying to come back in that one. Here, the Tigers from Lake Arthur are trying to hang on to a 3-1 lead. We play halfway home in this one. The bottom of the fourth we go. Strike 3 looking as they're going to say that one just curved inside and over the plate.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 5,
Talon there, you see Fields out at second base, getting a good lead over there, beat out that infield single to lead things off here. Ebnet watches the strike there. Ground ball to shortstop, bobbled around, probably could have tagged. Fields running in front of him, but no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on after 4 complete. It's Lake Arthur 3, Grace Christian 1. We head to the 5th right after this.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
Court right, easy for me to say on the hill for the Warriors as they go to the top of the 5th. Standing in, Braden Thibodeau, who has pitched himself a gem today, limiting the Warriors to just 1 run through 4 innings. Coop did a good job of getting out of trouble there. Had a couple of miscues, did the Warriors defense in the 4th that allowed those runs to score. But certainly anybody's ball game at this point. Courtwright delivers this one outside and quickly 2 balls, no strikes. Keeping up on the Tigers for you. If you're there, they've got the bases loaded with nobody out in the 9th, and it's 6-2. Is it 5-2?
Bears up to bat.
Yeah, 5-2, bases loaded to Jared Foster. Smashes that one through. They'll score a couple of runs. if you're keeping up with the Tigers via 446 Sports, we appreciate you there. And that one is in there for the 3-1 strike. And just the one run came across, really not wanting to push anything. But again, Bear does good work. Back-to-back strikes for Courtright. It's kind of like that NFL Today Live look-in. We're giving you looks at everything. That one lifted high and chases Epnet way back in center field, camping under at what would be the warning track, and makes the grab in center field. Fantastic catch out there in center field by Talon Epnet. I mean, sent him all the way back to the fence. Played it well, found the wall, spun around, got himself under it, and got that. And that will bring in the designated hitter, Carson Myers. Nothing in 1 to Myers. Courtright comes set and delivers here. Good looking curveball that must have curved around the strike zone. Somehow, ball and a strike. (3-1) Lake Arthur leads this one. They scored a couple of runs in the top of the 4th. Big swooping swing there from Myers. Courtright delivers the 1-2 here. And that may score a run. The Tigers will trail by 1. Now there's 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. They trail at 5-4, but have scored 4 runs here in the 9th. Here's a Courtright offering. Down on strikes goes Myers. Good looking pitch from Cooper Courtright. Zylan Daniels will stride in. He'll bat from the left side. Nobody on. They're quick to keep them, not let them get out of the box. They do that to keep the games moving along. That one over to third base. Canyon unable to get there. Adelise can't field it as well, and had a couple of guys with a shot at it. Neither one of them able to come up with it, though. Two down here, top of the 5th. Warriors need to keep it right here and come up and get the bats going. That one lifted foul down the line and out of play down that right field line. It was a 1 spot in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th for Lake Arthur. 1 run the bottom of the 2nd for the Warriors. That's all the scoring in this one. That one ground foul over there to the on-deck circle, and Coop all the way over there to get that himself. Don't forget, if you're not doing anything tomorrow afternoon, or even if that's what your plan, you want to make your plan, come out and join us for the Warrior Roundup with Josh Brown. We'll have Coach Josh Brown will talk about this week, talk about the upcoming week, have some of the players out, and award our BU Designs Player of the Week. That one down to first it goes, called the strike, and that is the out, and that banged us around a little bit on the camera. We'll let Brett take a look at fixing that one in real time. We'll leave that one right there. We'll be back. We go to the bottom of the 5th when we come back.
For cataract surgery in Central Louisiana, insist on Wallace Eye Associates, where leading eye surgeon Dr. Thomas Stuckey and our team of doctors continue to set the standard in cataract care in Louisiana. If you're over age 60 and just aren't seeing as well as you used to, let our cataract team restore your vision and renew your life. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision.
To the bottom of the fifth, Maddox Adelise stand in, ready to go. Bottom five. Maddox has hit the ball really hard today. Need that to go and get things going in this one. Thibodeau has went the distance in this one. He delivers. That one launched foul and going to find its way into the, or on top of the dugout in the seating area that's over there. All I can tell you is I'm glad we don't have that late game this evening. It's chilly. And I think now that the sun has spent its 5 minutes out, is headed back in. Good looking at bat from Maddox. Easily the fiery leader on this team. That's why I just like to see him at the leadoff spot too. I know why he's in number 2, because he just does a good job of getting on base and staying a little more loose there. But boy, does he set the tone for you as a leadoff hitter. And as smart of a base runner as he is, you can imagine he's going to take second and have a good shot at third in front of big time Canyon Wright. Canyon stands there with an opportunity representing the tying run in this one. Not seeing big time Homer this year from where we're at. Snap throw back over to first. Not in time. And they're thinking the same thing that we are, that Maddox is going to be off and going. Tigers down to their final out here in the bottom of the 9th in game 1. And Maddox will be off and going. Still can't find it. You get a look at Maddox getting around second base and looking over at Coach Brown to see what's what. If you're out at the ballpark and you're listening to this one, make sure you go over there and get one of those $5 pulled pork sliders. It's on those Texas Roadhouse rolls. I'm going to get fired from it my very first time. Heading into third base goes Maddox. And look, we told you, he gets on base and 2 balls and he is around at third base already. Need a little monster mash down there in Baton Rouge. See how that Tiger magic is. Little meeting there at the mound, and it looks like we're going to have a Foster Community pitching change, as that will send Braden Thibodeau there, and in fact it is a Foster Community pitching change to remind you of Crawfish for a Cause. That is going to be Saturday, March the 8th, where you can pick up. But you have to order it by February 28th, 4 to 7 p.m. You can dine in, or you can go by there and take it out. We invite you to stick around and enjoy it with some other Fostering Community folks out at Huckleberry Brewing Company. They're on Sturks Road. That is between 4 and 7 on March the 8th. We'll be doing a game across the way in Alexandria Senior High, and then we're all going to head over and have our crawfish. I went on to the link that was provided there on the Fostering Community Facebook page. Have you went and got your party pack of crawfish? That's 10 pounds of crawfish, 4 potatoes, 4 coins, and sausage, it said. And then go have your favorite adult beverage there at Huckleberry Brewing Company, and all the while support the Fostering Community here in Central Louisiana. On to the hill for Lake Arthur is Rowan Trahan. He will come in. He's been very effective. Will come in from second base in this one. Let's see if we can get a little better look at Trahan. It's there. He'll be charged with keeping Canyon in check. Comes in with a 2-0 count to Canyon. Your coach tells you, throw a strike. You don't necessarily want to do that right here. One swing of the bat from big time. And we could be knotted in this one. Expect a lot of off-speed stuff. With Adelise around at third base, you're not really losing much if you're Lake Arthur by moving Canyon to first base. Now, that would be bringing the potential go-ahead run to the plate in the form of Brady McDaniel. But it's all right. We're here. You get a look at leading off of third is Adelise. That ball 3. I don't know if this is a unintentional, intentional here at 3-0. Nothing about that. That was just right in there for a strike. So you see that Trahan's going to come right at him. That one smoked down the line, and it's going to be there. You'll see right in front of you. Coming in to score is Adelise. Canyon Wright with an RBI base hit here. Brady McDaniel will stand in and go. You just wonder late in the game if he'll pinch run for Canyon here. See, he's looking at his scorecard, just giving the signal, though, is what he's doing. Thought maybe he might get a little bit more speed in there. But Brady McDaniel, first baseman for the Warriors, winning pitcher yesterday in game 1, watches outside, strike 1 there. That run charged to Thibodeau on there, so close the book on him. He is only in line for a win. One ball, one strike. Bottom of the 5th we play. First Warriors run since the 2nd inning. That one up and out of the zone. That one out. Absolutely there for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Trahan. Down low, fills it up for McDaniel. Look out at the scoreboard. Each team has scored in a couple of different innings. Just that crooked number for Lake Arthur, that's the difference. Misses outside, and you can believe we'll get a runner in for Brady. A late inning runner. We'll have a look at it. Cooper Courtright will stand in, and now they'll leave McDaniel with with a runner in front of him. I guess there's no need to make the switch here. Cooper Courtright can help himself out on the hill. He squares around a bunt and pushes this one down the line. Good hard bunt that definitely would have got both runners over to first base, or over to the, would have advanced them 90 feet. And that's what you want to do. You got to make sure you don't bunt it aggressively back to the pitcher by any means. Yes, it is. Yes, it is 90 feet. That one bunted to the first baseman. Nothing to do but spin and throw to first, and they'll run it up. So Coop does his job and gets the runners up in scoring position. Braden Wells, who's hit the ball well, stands in. He's got an opportunity I still would think about having somebody run for Brady. Not at second base. It'd be a pinch runner, so you'd burn a guy, but not the most fleet of foot out at second base, and that's not a knock on the youngster in any means. It's just in a situation where he represents the go-ahead run. You'd like it getting to home a little bit quicker. Trahan rocks back, delivers this one. It's in there for strike one. Evens it up at a ball and a strike to Wells. Wells has hit the ball certainly solid. Well, if he can push one opposite field somehow, but they're working him inside, inside, inside. Time is called, and he's going to come in and talk to Wells a little bit. And again, there's a reason, and I say this with all transparency, that these guys are coaching, and I'm up here in the box calling them, because the decision-making down there is certainly one that I have no part of and want no part of. Those guys are doing it for their careers. But so that's my disclaimer, if you will. That one smoked up towards shortstop, but it's gathered in there. One run is going to score. Good piece of hitting by B. Wells that gets the run in. And Colton Thiels will come in. Colton swung the bat red hot today. Warriors pick up 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th, tie things back up. They answer those runs that Lake Arthur got in the top of the 4th. So we're knotted here, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. That one lifted high. Left fielder camping out under it, and can of corn there for the final out of the 5th, but not before the Warriors pick up 2 runs. It's a brand new ball game going into the 6th. We're tied at 3 when we come back.
For cataract surgery in Central Louisiana, insist on Wallace Eye Associates, where leading eye surgeon Dr. Thomas Stuckey and our team of doctors continue to set the standard in cataract care in Louisiana. If you're over age 60 and just aren't seeing as well as you used to, let our cataract team restore your vision and renew your life. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
Back to the top of the 6th we play. Doug Gann alongside of Brett Stallsby, bringing you the action, tied at 3, moving right along in the 6th we go. This is Jace Ryder. Good piece of hitting by the Warriors in the bottom half of the 5th to get that run across. So comes out that changing, getting a pinch runner in there wouldn't have mattered, as it didn't play itself out in that, so you don't make that switch and maybe save it for another inning. That one inside for the strike. And look, that's the thing, when these runners get right up on, toes on the line, that inside pitch is going to be called a strike, and it's a good job of calling that slot strike. Coop comes set and delivers here. That one down low and off the plate. Tried to get Ryder to chase that one. That one missed out and away and evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Like to see Coop start one now at the batter, and he gets on the line like that. Bring that inside fastball back and sit him down. I wouldn't bring it that far inside. Might want to leave it out over the plate a little bit more, but had the right idea. And that'll get you back down to Braden Thibodeau. Thibodeau got the start. He is off the decision in this one. This is Trahan and Courtwright's games to win and lose now. Squaring around to bunt and called for a strike and filling up the strike zone with it there too. Like to see that high fastball here and maybe pop that bunt up. Somebody on the infield catch it in the air. Takes that one out and away. The idea when you know somebody's coming up there to the bunt, you want to throw them that high fastball. A lot more difficult to bunt when you see those more often than not bunted up in the air. Coop stares back, turns and fires this one, and that one pushed down the line. And boy, nothing will aggravate you more as a coach when you're not able to get the bunt down here and move those runners over, especially late innings. You start looking statistically at late inning sacrifice advancements and manufacturing runs. You try your best to go out and get that one run. Anyway, we go back here, 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner at first. Coop gives him a courtesy look. Was squaring the bunt, runner's going to get down to second base anyway, and boy, that talked about the aggravation that the Lake Arthur coaches have. You got to have just that going the other way when you bounce one up there. You fight through. Tyler Campbell will come in and run. He'll make his way out to second base. And so, no, this is not Thibodeau. This is Carter Guillotte looking numbers and positions on there. So this is the 9-hole hitting center fielder. Struck out a couple of times on the day. All of those you at Lake Arthur at home. Got you before you were able to send me a dirty comment about how big of a dummy I is. And don't worry, I'll get those. There's a shot back into the outfield. It goes. Even the announcer in on working that one too. So, and you hear the stammering from the crowd that's around off of our crowd, Mike. But again, I'll give you my thoughts on that here in just a minute. Outer half, strike 3, down on strikes. That's the third strikeout for Carter today. So you get the out, the runner's at second base. I guess you did your job on it, but it was that pass ball that got Ryder down to second. Courtesy runner, or pinch runner now, is Tyler Campbell. Yes, the Warriors do like to run that play. And they've been running it since, gosh, back when my sons were here at Grace back in the, I guess, 15, 16, 17, that era that they've been. And that one fouled back off of our press box cam. But it works. A couple of times a year, it's going to work. And it's beyond me how it continues to work, but it does. That one down low. This is Aaron Beard. He's a leadoff hitter. He's got a couple of base hits today for Lake Arthur. Gonna have another one as it drops in And they're going to come up firing. Adelise to Canyon. Inside to Braden's got him at home. Big time play. Adelise to big time to Braden Wells, who puts the tag down and got him at home. Oh, baby. What a big one. Score the base hit, and that runner is Beard out at second base. But the pinch runner, Campbell, right with a perfect relay from Adelise, who had given chase on that. And you saw it unfold right there in front of you on our home plate cam. 2 down now in the top of the 6th. That one inside and up to Trahan. He is the pitcher of record now for this Lake Arthur team. Coop stares back at second base. You know, the old play that they put on is exciting, but I'm going to tell you, that throw in from Adelise to Canyon into Braden was just about as exciting as one that we've seen this year. That's a good one. Keeps it at 3-3, gets 2 outs here now. That one over in the other batter's box, 2 balls and a strike. You know, what a differing change it would have been. We've got things up and going at Ash. That is game 3 of the subdivision series. Trojans lead it 2-0. That one lifted high and out of play, back on top where we're at. Coop does a good job giving chase, and he has a couple of things to say to Wellesley. Oh, what a big play there. Adelise to Canyon and inside to Braden, and we had it all right there for you finally. Bases are loaded for Menard in the bottom of the 1st. Still hadn't put anything back to play, so the ball was still a foul ball until Blue puts it back into play, so no harm, no foul on any of that. Swung on and down on strikes, and that will do it for Lake Arthur in the top of the 6th. Warriors need a big one here in the bottom of the 6th. Got to take the lead and come down and close it out in the 7th. But a lot of work to do, bottom 6. When we come back, big play to knock down the runner at home and then strikeout from Coop. We move to the bottom of the 6th when we come back.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Easton Marlar leads things off for the Warriors in the bottom half of the 6th. They go 8-9-1. Marlar, Horn, and Epnet. Rowan Trahan comes out there for what is his 3rd inning of work. Came on in relief of Thibodeau back in the 4th inning. Rocks back and delivers the 0-1. That one misses the other batter's box, and it's called a strike. 0-2. Good sweeping curveball comes around, and it's ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. It's turned out to be a pretty decent day after a rainy, I don't think it was terribly rainy, misty, somewhere between raining and misting, and Marlar's down on strikes.
Now batting for Grace Christian, number 11,
Drew Horn's had some big games for the Warriors early on in his 8th grade season. Misses there, ball one. One ball, 2 strikes here to Horn. Gonna have to hit him away is all you're going to be able to do, it looks like. Why not? Keep throwing it out as far as you want to. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one low and away. Our pitcher Cam. Get you a look of where we are. Up and in, and that's a good walk out of the 9 hole, and that'll get you back to the top of the order for Talon Epnet.
now batting for the Warriors, number 5, Talon Epnet.
Get a chance to talk to Talon a lot before and after these games. Good kid, good young man. One down here, bottom of the 6th. This is that crucial point where you want to push a run across so you can come out there and play defense. That one smoked foul. A little bit late on that one. Drives that over towards that first base dugout. We'll see if they get anything going with Drew Horn over at first base. Had himself a good at-bat. Trahan staring in to his catcher. Good sweeping curveball, misses the zone. Ball and a strike now to the Warriors center fielder. You throw over at Horn to see if anything's going on. I think you're kind of out of where you would bunt. I don't know. Getting him at second base with 2 outs though wouldn't been a terrible idea. But Epnet does a better job at swinging the bat. Outer half, and that one's been there for the last couple of innings. Ball and 2 strikes. They've started game 3. They're in the top of the 2nd over there at Menard. Epnet hammers that into the plate and fouled back, stays alive. And we'll redo the 1-2 offering. Don't forget, come out and try the new smoked chipotle wings at Buffalo Wild Wings tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Support your Warriors. Swung on and missed at an inside one, and I think Talon thought it was going to creep back inside. It did not, and that's going to bring Maddox Adelise. Maddox has probably swung the bat as well as anybody has today in this ball game. They're playing him very deep in this one to center and to right center. They move in, starting to move in a little bit now. I don't think they understand the power that he's got out of the 2 spot. Trahan's had a steady diet of curveballs that he's been putting on the Warriors here in the last few innings. No movement with Horn from first base over there. Now he's off and going. Good hustle by Horn to get down there to second base. You get a good look at him in scoring position. Now a base hit ought to get him in. Trahan wanting a new baseball, so they'll oblige him with that. Now he probably want another new one. No, that was the one he threw away, so never mind. That's the one. It doesn't work, so the ump will put it in his bag, wipe it off a little, and come out the next time for the new baseball. Game inside the game is always interesting. Trahan's delivery misses outside to Adelise, and 2 balls and a strike. Getting space off of second base there. That one out. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Adelise, the ball is dropped, and the catcher's just going to run it down to first base here. Adelise thought he fouled it off. And that will do it for the Warriors in the bottom of the 6th. We'll go to the 7th here, tied at 3. Warriors have to have a stop when we come back.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether auto, home, or life, talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
We're back top of the 7th we go. Leading things off for Lake Arthur is Cam Bonin. He is the 3-hole hitting shortstop. That one misses up high. Coop starting his 4th inning of work. Came on in relief of Canyon Wright. It's been a very, very well played good ball game in this one. That one lifted out into center field. That's going to find the gap. Chases back. Ebnet back to the wall. There's going to be a play at second base. Instead, overthrows Marler, and it comes in, and that's a lead-off double to the wall for Cam Bonin. That'll bring up Braden Thibodeau. Thibodeau now comes in to work. Well, that was a shot off the base of the wall here in between Horn and Ebnet. And Thibodeau strides in. Starting pitcher pitched pretty solidly for this Lake Arthur team. A lot of daylight between the runner at shortstop, and that curveball drops in for a strike. Watch an actual pickoff attempt now coming. Bonin gets a lot of distance off of there, and when a lot of the daylight play is what they like to run. Anytime you see daylight between your shortstop you'll spin around and throw. And Coop paying a lot of attention back there to that runner. Might be an opportunity to throw back there. Keeping him honest there on that. I think more of an inside type of move would work. That one lifted high and into left. Horn's going to camp out under that one. Makes the play there. Will come up and get it inside to Adelise. Just missed that one, did Thibodeau, and hit under it. And Carson Myers, the designated hitter, will come in. Now you get a look at the runner at second base. That is Bonin. He led off with that big-time double. Looking inside now to Myers. Cooper stares in and gets the sign from Wellesley. Comes set, now delivers this one. Good looking pitch, outer half, gets the strike there. 0-1 to Myers. Daniels is due up next in this one. Coop comes set and delivers this one. It gets behind him. There's a play taking it, bounces away and into the dugout, and a dead ball, and that's going to score the run right here. And that's just aggressive base running that did it. And the folks from Lake Arthur here getting excited about it now. Played and run first run since the fourth inning for Lake Arthur, and they lead it now 4-3. If you're looking ahead for the Warriors, Canyon Wright, Brady McDaniel, Cooper Courtwright, and Braden Wells due up for the Warriors in the bottom half of the seventh, but got to get a stop right here and go ahead and get out of this one. Nobody on, one down, one run already in, swung on and missed from Myers. Coop comes set out on the hill, rocks back, delivers this one, misses up high, and it fills it up to Myers. Coop rocks back, swing, blows that one by him, and down on strikes goes Myers. Be up to Daniels now here. He is the first baseman for this Tiger team. Well, the Warriors are going to have some work again. We told you, I think, looking ahead, Adelise was down on strikes to end things. Struck out, dropped third strike, but they get him at first. So it'll be Canyon Wright, Brady McDaniel, and Cooper Courtwright, and that one is ground to second base. Marler kind of let that one play him rather than come up and get it, and that'll put a runner on E4. Keeps the inning alive to Kai Hornsby. Struck out a couple of times today. They're going to have Camden Simon come in and run. He'll come in and run for Zion Daniels. Well, you got to get out of this one right here. Keep it at one run. The Warriors can do a lot of things. They've got 3, 4, 5 coming up in the bottom of the seventh at crunch time. I don't know that we've been at the bottom of the seventh inning in a long time here from Grace. Coop. That one outside. Ball one. Courtwright has done such a good job of coming in and taking over for Canyon in this one. Curveball up high, didn't hang on to it. He'll go and wipe the hands off a little bit. I don't know if it's as much as, so the cold tends to fiddle with your fingers, swells them up a little bit too, and that changes the grip on the fastball, or the curveball for that matter. Didn't hurt that one any, and that's in there for a strike. 2 balls, a 2-0 curveball for a strike is just showing that you have a lot of confidence in that pitch. That one right in the back of Hornsby will put runners at first and second. Boy, that's tough if you're the batter at the plate. Coach says, he hollers over to the dugout and said, hey, you're going to bait for Jace. And the batter is Jace. And Jace looks back at him and was like, what? He says, oh, no, my bad. You're going to hit for Carter, the guy that's behind him. So Jace is like, well, thank goodness I'm still in here hitting. That one misses away. Good work by Wells to go snag that one. As it's just been an error that got the run across and the ball into the dugout, advanced the runner home. That one down low, 2 balls and no strikes. That Lake Arthur dugout getting loud. They don't let you do a lot of the chants and things anymore. You can just do a little of the singing and such. Yeah. 2 balls and a strike here. Court right delivery misses outside. Ball 3. And in danger of loading the bases up here is Courtright. Normally, we would be in our vantage point out in the outfield and see if there was anything going in, but that strike is in there. I got to believe you put your money on that curveball right here. Don't start it quite as inside as you did the last time. Start it out on the river and let it come back over the plate. Just a good-looking fastball inside corner, down on strikes. Coop gets it done in the top of the 7th. Lake Arthur gets a run. It'll be up to Canyon, Brady, Coop, and Braden when we come back. If it gets to Braden, I think we got a pretty good shot at this thing being over with and the Warriors winning it. We'll be back for the bottom of the 7th. The final countdown playing on through Merrill Blackburn Field. We'll be back right after this.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. .446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes.
We're back getting ready for the bottom of the 7th here from Merrill Blackburn Field. And very witty by the music man up here in the press box. I Need a Hero is playing throughout as K-Dub strides into the box. Big-time Canyon Wright, the senior, headed to National Park College when his days are over with here at Grace Christian. He stands in there, had a big base hit his last time up. Has hit the ball hard today. All of these Warriors have really hit the ball well. Wright, McDaniel, Coop, and Braden Wells, heart of the lineup here for the Warriors. There's the Trahan delivery. It's in there, strike 1. Trahan came on in relief of Thibodeau back in the 4th inning. So I guess 3.5 innings of work here in this one. That one misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Warrior third baseman. Big time stands in there. Trahan delivers that one upper half of the zone for strike 2. Canyon's going to have to put that on top of the Warriors' batting cage out in right field if he hits that one. It's a big time matchup between Trahan and Kay. Curveball stayed back on, and boy, and almost got a piece of Coach Brown with that one, I think. You get the vantage from the center field look. Trahan readies himself, sits back. The delivery taken inside from Canyon. He shakes it off and comes in just too much. Had a lot of tail inside is where that was going. Canyon's not got a hold to one here at home. Lifts that one up and foul and out of play. Everybody looking for it. You see where it went now. Trahan rocks back and delivers this. Canyon rips that one foul as well and is dialed in on what's going on. He's had a good hack at the fastball. He's been able to sit back on the curveball as well. Big at bat, 2-2 count. That one low and away, and that's a chancy one to take the way that it's been called. So a good eye by Canyon. Here's the full count delivery, misses away, and that puts Canyon right on first base, who represents now the tying run. Brady McDaniel will stride in with that orange sherbet bat. Don't expect that Brady will be bunting here by any means. They'll let him hack away. He can end this thing with one swing of the bat. He's got a lot of power. A lot of power for a youngster. Grew probably about 4 or 5 inches over the summer too. He's shot up 6 foot, around 200 pounds now for the youngster. He's going to be a big one before he gets out of here. Lifts that one high. Center fielder going back for it. Still giving chase. That's going to be down, and that will an out, and that will send Canyon back. Coop's done it over and over. He's going to try to come up and give himself an opportunity to get off the hook in this one. Just don't have that base running threat with Canyon out there, but he's one of the smarter base runners on this Warriors team. Coop first pitch fastball looking, and that would have been to right field and opposite field if he connects with it. Tense moment here at Merrill Blackburn Field. 1 out, 1 on. Coop watches that go outside. Boy, you're going to turn around and ask where that one's at. Goodness. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. We play bottom of the 7th. Warriors trail by 1. That one roped into center field, chasing the center fielder way back, but he's going to have it at the track, and that will bring it in. Coop gave it a ride. I mean, hit it about as much as you can without going out. Hard hit ball by Coop, and he's frustrated with himself there, as are the fans. Boy, you get that one off the wall, but it didn't. B. Wells there. Takes that one right down the middle for strike 1. Wells, he's had a pretty good game today himself. A lot of room down the right field line, but they are working fastballs inside. except for that one. That's the kind of pitch, if it does stay there, Wells takes it down that right field line. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. That one ground over to second base. Easy play. No, they're going to go all the way across the diamond to first, and it's thrown away. Canyon unable to advance, but that will bring Fields to the plate. Error gets Wells on, and that'll bring Colton Fields up with the tying run in the form of Canyon Wright out at second base. Big spot for Fields here. Swung through that one and missed. Warriors down to their last opportunity. Nothing and 2. And now the last strike. Fields gets up on that line knowing that outside is where they're working. Fields lifts that one high. Into the infield it goes, and that will do it for this ball game. Very good ball game here, but Lake Arthur takes it 4-3 in this one. A couple of games left. You got to come out for those. The Warriors will be back in town Monday. We got homestand Monday and Tuesday where they play at home, but Lake Arthur wins this one in the Prep Classic 4-3. They push a run across in the top of the 4th. Winning pitcher in the game tonight, Rowan Trahan. Losing pitcher, Cooper Courtright in this one. And sloppy defense in the 7th did that for the Warriors, but a well-played ball game all throughout. Warriors lose their first one of the season. They go down 5-1 on the year. We'll see you back here Monday. For Brett Stallsby, I am Doug Gann. God bless you all and good night.